everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I had a meeting at work today and I just got back, so that was a quick 1 hour thing, and then I need to run and get some groceries. I do have 5 shifts coming up. Thankfully they're all day shifts, no night shifts, and 3 of them are paperwork days where I do my infection control job, and then I have 2 days that are actually on the floor nursing job. I'm getting kind of spoiled. I think I'm going to become a paperwork nurse in my future. I love bedside nursing. I love the little elderly. I love that. But bedside nursing is just stressful. I don't care how you look at it. So I can see as I get to be, I'm in my 50s now, but by the time I'm in my 60s, I don't think I'll be doing a whole lot of bedside nursing. I'm going to stick with it as long as I can, but this paperwork job has kind of spoiled me now where, I love research, I love paperwork, and I'm very organized, and so I can see where if I'm going to work as a nurse at all into my 60s and 70s, a lot depends on my business, how fast and how far up I can get it, but if I do continue to be a nurse through, my 60s, I do want to take it easy on myself. All of us have been through a lot, I'm sure, but I have, and I just want life to be good. So, yeah, I'm getting spoiled. I'm glad I have 3 paperwork days coming up. So we have a lot going on. My fridge is fixed. We had defrosted the inside panel because it wouldn't keep cold, and when the tech came, he said that was exactly what we should have done, but our mistake was we did not put the back panel back inside, and then so the cold air, the freezer was getting cold, but it just would not cool the fridge. And so that was our mistake. If we would have put that back panel on, we probably wouldn't have even called them. We would have thought, oh, we fixed it, it's good. But the part is still broken that keeps it from icing up. So he said normally in this condition, once you've totally defrosted it with the hair dryer, it'll last a week or 2, and that gives them time to get the part and come back and put that part on so that it auto defrosts like it's supposed to. So far so good. It's really nice to be able to just go to your kitchen table and, open up your fridge and get what you need, not have to run all the way down the stairs and then all the way back up to the second refrigerator to get, what you need. So that part is good. We are adding chaos to our life. I don't know why, but we have one wonderful pup who we dearly love. Sorry, I gotta close this window here. He is the cutest. He's fairly well trained. We've had him to training before. He does pretty well. He does bark at other dogs like crazy, but he always wags his tail. Whenever we have taken the time and effort, which is to me just a pain, but whenever we take the time and the effort to let him meet a new dog, they fight at first, but then he always ends up getting along with them, and after that initial meeting, it's all good. He goes back to their house or whatever, and they do fine. The problem is we live in a very small town, and we've never had a dog over to our house, so we've never had him meet another dog in our yard, and that adds a whole nother layer where they can be more aggressive or they just don't like it. So right now there's a dog at the pound that we want, and our town is very small. So the police chief said, well, just bring your dog up to the pound and put him in the cage next to the other dog. And they're getting to know each other right now. They both seem to be wagging their tails. I mean, my dog is definitely barking. So we left him up there for a couple hours. My husband is going to go back, and with a friend of ours who is a dog lover, I have nothing to do with this. I want the new dog desperately, but I do not introduce dogs who fight. I'm just not up for this kind of chaos. So my husband and this friend of mine, they're going to take him up to the dog park, to the dog run, and actually let them off their leashes and see how they do. And, it's just all the stages. It's not just can they be play friends at the other dog's house. My dog seems really good at that. He'll go into someone else's house or to my mom's house where those dogs live, and he'll be kind of, a little bit barking, a little bit aggressive even. He never shows his teeth or anything, but he will bark and act kind of aggressive. And then they just all get along, and every time we go, all that's been done for years, and they all get along. But to have a dog come into our house tonight, into his house where he's protective, and it's just going to be a whole thing, but we feel like he really needs a doggy friend. So that's my husband's job for the day, is to do all these introductions. we'll see if they make it from the police station where he's at the dog run with the other dog in separate cages to the dog run in the park. We'll see if they even pass that test. Then if my dog behaves like he better, then, you know, that's going to be the real test, is bringing him home to our yard and having him in the backyard, then in the house. My dog, the only time my dog has ever acted like he might hurt another dog was at my mom's house. She had a big golden retriever, and we left our dog's cage door open because we were visiting. We had his cage there, and the other dog got in there and was eating his food, and my dog did not like that. And so it was this enclosed space, and that was his cage. Other than that, there's never been a time where my dog acted at all like he was going to hurt another dog or anything. And they both came out of that okay. They were both in the cage. That was fun to break up, let me tell you, trying to get one out of the cage. But even so, my dog didn't try to like bite its neck or something. I think it kind of nipped that other dog on the ear because it was in his cage. So that's the extent of anything, you know, but you never know. I mean, our dog, we've taken him to some pretty extensive training and gone to a lot of hassle to get him to a trainer out of town here, since we don't really have anyone that I know in town. We've put a lot of time and effort, but the problem is he's just too smart. He'll do anything for a treat. He'll do every trick in the book. He'll spin. He'll, you know, hugs and kisses. He'll shake. He'll do all these things. But then when you want him out of the trash or when you want him out of the dishwasher or something, he just looks at you like he has no clue what you're saying. So my dog's, it's going to be a challenge. And then if we pass all of those tests today, then we have a cat. And they say this dog is good with cats, but they don't know. They don't know where he's from or why he was left or what happened to this dog. They don't know whose he was. So they don't know if he's really good with cats. They can say that. Maybe they did stick a cat in there. I don't know, but I don't think they know. So then we got to pass the cat test. So this is not, and I got to go to work tomorrow. So this is going to be a fun day, but I really hope we can get this dog. He looks like just the cutest. I think he's between 2 and 3 years old. And if we can get my dog through this hump, it'll be really, really good for him. So pray for us today, and I'll let you know in the next few updates if it worked out or not. So anyway, I got to get orders out of here. I got to go get some groceries for my lunch this week because I'm working 5/12s, and I want to have my meal prep done. I just want to know kind of what I'm going to eat the next 5 days. I'm still working on some weight loss. You know, I had gotten kind of heavy there being self-employed. I didn't think I was eating down here in my office. I very rarely would bring food and crackers and things down here, but I think I just maybe took more breaks, or I don't know. I had gained some weight there, so I'm still working on that. I'm trying to make healthy choices while I'm at work, because then when I'm at home, it's not as urgent if I'm not, you know, quite as strict. Seems to be working, so I'm gonna get some sweet potatoes and some salmon, and I've got a pork roast that, you know, I'm going to slice, and so kind of actually put it in the dishes that I'm going to take it to work in. I'm going to try to meal prep for the next 5 days. So I'm going to go do that, and but let's get shipping, guys. So I'm really happy with today's results. This is even better than yesterday. I have 4 orders going out for $223.33. Now all of these orders, every single one meets my criteria today, which is great. And then I have one big one, which really pushes us over the top. So let's get to the important stuff here. All right, where did I put the orders? That's the first thing. All right, we have a set of yarn. Now this is for my son. Now just remember, 3 of these orders happen today to be things that my son gave me to sell. So my cost of goods is high. So out of the $223.33, now a lot of that is shipping and different things, but I'm going to owe my son around, let's see, that would be about 10, 25, I'm going to owe him about $65 out of this. So just know that my cost of goods is not $1 an item like when I go to the bins. So you have to look at that. But I'm still happy that my customers in my store are getting used to paying up for the things that I'm selling, our items are selling pretty fast. The yarn we've had less than 3 months. The Bible we've had less than 3 months. Now this jacket that I'm going to ship today, I've had that longer, but I did get a good price. So, all right, so this is the first set. I have 2 yarn sales today, not the same person. This is the repeat buyer who has just been buying tons of my yarn. I don't know if she's reselling it. She doesn't seem to have this account as a resale account, but it's fine. You know, we're getting our price, and there aren't a lot of other people making offers on this, so we're happy. So there are 4 of that color. These are alpaca merino wool yarn. We sold it for $29 plus shipping, so $39.62. Oh, and I know someone made a comment about some good meal prep ideas, and I just haven't had a chance to answer your comment. Thank you for that. I will take lots of meal prep ideas. I do have a microwave available, but it means leaving the residence and kind of going all the way around. You know, so I can do it for a real quick couple of minutes if the day is going well. But some of my meal prep has to be things that I'm willing to eat cold if it happens that way. So, you know, the meal prep I'm going to do is so that my supper's ready at night, and then during the day I'm going to have to make like taco bowls or kind of taco salad bowls that I'm willing to have cold. That's kind of what I'm going to have to do. Sweet potatoes are yummy, but I don't know if I want to take those for actual lunch because I think those would be not too good cold. On a good day, and on my 3 paperwork days, I can go to the microwave. I'm just the paperwork person. I'm not on the floor. So this set of 4 yarn skeins, I guess they're skeins, not yarns, are going to Newcastle, Washington. I charged $6.99 and it's going to cost $4.88. And like I said, my son will get half of everything after the shipping, after the eBay fees, after everything. Yeah, our dog is quite the character. He just is a high energy, just super, oh, it's saying no paper. I know there's paper in there because I just put some in, but it's not sensing the paper. Let's try this again. There we go. Let's see now. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so we'll see. But there is nothing that he likes more than to have a play friend. So I'm really hoping this goes well. I think he would just really love his life. He's, you know, he just always wants to play. And yet when we are with another dog at somebody else's house, he ignores us like we don't even exist. He just loves playing. So I really hope this goes well. The other dogs that he plays with, they tend to be bigger than him. They're maybe more gentle breeds than he is, but they tend to be bigger. So if this equal sized dog, if he thinks he can dominate this dog, then we may have to try with like just a bigger dog. That may be what happens. But I'm optimistic. I am trying to be positive that this is all going to turn out. So this is a good sale too. 3 of these little skeins. These are not that big. And when I list yarn, just in case you ever have to, I put the grams right here because that seems to be a thing. So I put 50 grams. This is wool, alpaca, and mohair mix. So even though these are really actually very small, I don't have my, well, here's my phone for comparison. You can tell they're not big skeins. So 3 of these by Kristen Nichols. They sold for $22 plus shipping, so $30.59. So my son had paid around $200 for just hundreds and hundreds of skeins of yarn, and we're selling them actually quite just consistently. We put them all in by color, and there were at least 2 to 3 of every color. Some of them we had 12 and 15 of every color. So yeah, it's going really, really good. Oops, sorry, I thought that was 6, or was it 5? Nope, it's got to be 6. I got to go up 1 more. All right, so this is going to South Jordan, Utah. It seems like I've sold another set to this person, but this didn't say repeat customer. So maybe I've just sold something else this week to South Jordan, Utah. I don't know. Anyway, I charge $6.99. It's going to cost $4.09. Oh, guys, I made that chickpea cookie dough. If you've never seen the edible cookie dough with chickpeas, it sounds beyond disgusting. I've seen the chocolate cookie dough made with kidney beans. Sounds like so gross, but you don't taste it. It is so good. I would not say it's necessarily a low-calorie recipe, but it doesn't have eggs, and so you can eat it raw, and oh my goodness, it's so good. I made that last night, and my husband and I are both real happy with that. So I've got to get another can of chickpeas today. All right. This is a coat. I'm not going to open it up. Let me tell you what this is. I don't know. This did take a while to sell, so I don't know if I would even call this a bolo. It's kind of a ski coat, ski jacket. I forgot to get another marker that will actually, here we go, actually cover this up. All right. So this here is a women's medium, which I normally would not buy, even in a jacket. It's just harder to move. But this is a GSOU coat. I don't know how you say it even. Sue, or I don't know if the G is silent or whatever, but it's GSOU. In a bigger size, I might still pick this up, but I have had this coat this time since May 22nd, and I don't think I listed it for the first time then. I think I've had this before that. So I think this might even be, let's see, what is the number? 1248. No, this would be, probably I did buy this in May because based on the number. So obviously it wasn't going to sell in the summer that well. That would have been taking a chance. Plus it was a medium. But anyway, I did finally get $32.99 plus shipping, so $45.99. If I recall, this was just pulled out of the bins, in May, so no competition, or not as much competition there. So let's see, but you can tell it's kind of a heavier ski jacket. This is going to Portland, Oregon, which makes sense. All right, so we got 3 pounds. We're 2.15, so I'm making it 3. I charged $13 for this, and it's going to cost $8.75. So that still fits my parameters. I'm actually happy with that. Yeah, they told us, well, I've seen this dog in the paper. They've had this dog up here for 15 days, and our friend always tells us about the dog because she knows that we've been looking, but then, we've missed a couple of really cute dogs. I just didn't have it in me that day or that week to go do it. So, oh, here comes my husband too. So I'll have to tell him I'm making a video. So anyway, we finally decided if we don't go for it, we're never going to go for it. Hey, I'm just making a video. So, okay, goodbye. I'll have a good time there. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes with this one. My husband is getting the reason he came home is to grab the can of Venus sausage. So we have, when we took our dog to training, they told us that you have a command, which is the now command. And that is like your ultimate command. And you don't say it very often. You only use it when you are 100% serious, like get out of the road, or something's going to hurt you, or you're doing something really, really wrong. So that is your now command. And so it has to be using a food that you never let them have as a treat any other time. So we use Venus sausage because at the time they were using what's called puppy crack. It's like a meat, whatever. I need to order some of that puppy crack actually. And he really responds to these Venus sausages. So if I say now, he really pretty much will even leave barking at the fence over something he really likes to come, especially if once he sees the can and knows that I am serious. And you have to give him a bunch of it, and you have to give it to him every single time you use that command. So I told my husband, since this is going to be crazy, take that Venus sausage, and if he does get in a fight with this dog or something, then you can use the now command and have your Venus sausage. So My dog's going to be really happy today. Either way, he'll probably get some kind of snack. Now, this is a good sale. This was also my son's, so the 2 yarn and this is why I'm paying up for my cost of goods today. This is a Harper Study Bible. It's an RSB Zondervan 1976 top grain leather 8th reference indexed. And we have had this, let's see, how long? We've had this since October 21st. So I think we've had it a little bit longer than that. I think this is about a month that we've had this study Bible. But anyway, this Bible sold for $90 plus shipping, so $107.13 all in, which is a great sale. You know, a lot of people who scan books, they're making a lot of money off just the barcoded books. And so, you know, for eBay especially, if you are in a position where it's winter and you can't go get inventory and you feel like all the book scanners have been there, a lot of them will not pick up and look up the actual names of Bibles and try to figure out the year. But there is so much money in older Bibles, guys. People, you know, their Bible just wears out and that's the Bible they've had or whatever, and they just want the same Bible again, especially with study Bibles. So don't sleep on the Bibles, especially if they're $1 or $2 a piece. You can not every Bible, but you can almost get $20 out of a lot of Bibles. So, you know, $1 to $20, let alone when you get 90. I don't know what my son paid for this. I think he got this at an estate sale where he bought 5 or 6 different Bibles. So I think he paid more like $5. I know it wasn't $1. They were charging up a little bit for the Bibles. So this is going to Worcester, Massachusetts. I charged $11.50. I don't do media mail on expensive books. I just don't, because it might be a gift and it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks during the Christmas holiday to get a media mail thing, or it could. So anyway, I only offered priority. I did not offer media. I charged $11.50 and this is going to cost $11.62. And I am going to go ahead and just slap on some signature confirmation on there just because. And so this is going to cost me $15.02. And guys, that is it. That's all the sales I have. I don't have my calculator down here, but 4 orders into $223. So obviously that'd be about $55 average sale price, which that is just over the top. My average yesterday on eBay, as far as what eBay says my average sale price was $37. So today, because of the $90 Bible, that exceeds that. And my average sale price without the Bible was around $30. Even the $22 item with shipping was an average sale price of $30. So I'm very happy. This is where I'm headed. Taking much longer than I'd hoped, guys. It's taking forever to get my store back up. The good news is my average sale price. The bad news is, let's go see. I think I'm at under 4,000 in sales for the month. I just am not there. So, yeah, I am at $3,779.27. Very, very poor as far as if you were trying to say you're full-time and make your living. That would be very difficult with fees and expenses and shipping. There's just, this is really part-time income. But I know what I'm in the middle of doing, and so I won't say I'm not discouraged. I was going to say, so I'm not discouraged, but that's not true. I really want this to happen faster. So that's why I'm going to go to Denver next week and make sure I'm getting that high-end stuff, and plus just to spend time with my son. So thanks, guys, for joining. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I'll let you know about the puppy situation. We'll see what happens. Have a good one. Bye-bye.